am picking up on where I left off yesterday. Just gonna check the square of the walls. If anyone is on here watching the live. Alright, so I'm gonna just pick up where I left off yesterday. I am gonna go and check to make sure the walls are all square on this thing, and then secure them, and then work on the front wall. I only get about a half an hour or so to work on this right now, just during my lunch break, but figured I'd come out and work on it a bit before I go back to work from lunch. So I'm gonna go take some measurements and try to get this thing squared up at the very least before I get back to work. So I will talk to you in a bit. Hey Tracy, how you doing? Thanks for jumping on. I'm only going to be on here for maybe half an hour. I'm on my lunch break for work, so I'm just coming out here to see how much I can get done on this outhouse before I have to get back to work. So figured I'd come out during my break since I work from home and take advantage of my lunch break to get some of this done. But I know you probably weren't on the live stream last night, but I've been working on this. You can see in the other camera, I've been working on building this outhouse for a customer, and I got 3 of the walls framed. I'm just gonna go make sure all the walls are square and then secure them, and then I'm gonna work on the front wall and the roof framing, and should come together pretty quick. Yeah, I am. I'm always busy. I get bored if I don't stay too busy. Sometimes I overwhelm myself a little bit by doing that, but yeah, I'm not very good at sitting still. So I'm gonna, you'll actually see me on the other camera out there. I'm gonna go out there and take some measurements off it, but see if anyone else also joins in the chat. But that's cool that you're here. So I figured I haven't had much time to edit videos lately, so I figured I would do some of my builds live out here in the garage now that I get a couple of cameras set up. And at some point I'll probably even share the setup I have out here in case anyone else is ever interested in setting up a similar setup. But as you can see, Ryan was out there playing around on the outhouse, but figured I'd at least work on the build live so people can see what I'm doing, even if I don't have a chance to edit the video right away. I am recording it so I can at least edit it later and do a build video on it, but figured at least keeps people kind of informed and maybe entertained. Because you'll also see my unedited video, so whenever I make mistakes and that sort of thing, you'll get to see all that. Oh yeah, it's actually going to be going. I'm in New Hampshire. It's actually going to be going to the upstate Maine, to a camp. So a customer ordered this. I drafted it, sent them the draft. He approved it, so I'm basically building a 4x4 shed, 7 feet tall, and then he's going to take it from there, put the hole in, put the whole commode in, and I'm going to put the roofing and the siding on and a front door, and then he's going to take it from there. So I'm going to go measure this up, make sure it's all square, at least get that far, and maybe start cutting the studs for the front wall. So I'll talk to you in a bit. I'll keep an eye on the chat.
I will.
Kyle will too. Where did I leave my tape measure? I was working here last night, and my pencil, and so there's my pencil. Now, oh, tape measure right there. Hey, Rod.
Yeah.
Do me a favor.
Besides, I
Don't
can't.
walk on that while I'm doing this, please.
Besides, I can't reach up there anyway.
I'm eating a grilled cheese right now.
So whatever you do, don't walk on this right now. this way.
So yeah.
You know what, I could probably, well, I'll probably have to get it square before I put the siding on. Maybe I won't worry about that until I start putting siding on it.
I'm gonna be on the other end.
Like a little flex, whichever way I want it to. Yeah. So I was actually going to try to square it up just now, but when I was taking the measurements, I realized that at this point it doesn't really make sense to try to square it up yet. I'll square it up right before I put the siding on, because I'm going to be putting in some girts and doing board and batten siding. So it's basically, you know, probably 3/4 inch thick pine boards that are going to get nailed to the outside. And once I go do that, that'll keep the whole thing nice and square. So I'll square it up as once I go to put the siding on. So I'm just going to go and frame the front wall, because there's so much flex in the frame before I get the siding on it that I will be able to twist it around to square it up when I'm doing the siding. So, all right.
Yeah.
So pull up the plans.
See what it looks like.
So here you can see the plans that I have, the draft that I did on this little outhouse. So I just use this tape measure tool in SketchUp to measure what I need. Let's see. And actually, I'm not even going to measure off of this. I'm just going to measure right off of the current walls to make sure I get accurate measurements. Go to the top. Oh, somebody's leaving a message on our answering machine. Hey Mabuchi, how's it going? Chris Clark, how you doing? Yeah, don't forget to put a hole in for the seat. Yeah. Yeah, so basically I'm going to be building a 4x4 shed for the guy, and then he's going to finish it off, putting the hole in. Oh, somebody's calling. Putting the hole in for the commode. He's going to actually build or buy a toilet or whatever he's going to be putting in there. Yeah, so he's going to handle the plumbing part. I'm just going to handle the building part, which is basically just going to be a shed. So I am going to, let's see, work on the front wall now, where the door is going to go, as you can see in the picture. Hey there, little girl. I'm gonna tell you to get dressed.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Should I go get dressed right now?
Yeah, after you're done eating. Then you need to get dressed, please. You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. You alright then?
Yeah, somebody said Tiger the baby.
See, Tracy says, I'm sure it'll be quite sturdy with that build. I wasn't seeing the peaked top yet, but that's okay. Yeah, so I haven't put the roof on yet, so once I get the 4 walls on, I'll frame the roof and get that on, and then I'll build a door and put the siding on and the roofing on. And that's pretty much it. I'll put some skids on the bottom of it. Tracy, I hear the baby. Yeah, the baby's probably Emma. She's 7.
Yeah.
Are you missing some teeth, son? No, I think he's just got a big gap.
Yeah.
Probably need some braces maybe at some point. I think they said that though, huh? So
People,
81.
the dentist member said that.
Huh, well maybe it'll work itself out.
Well, also I haven't been to the dentist in a really long time, so
No,
I
it hasn't been
can't.
a really long time, trust me. To
I-
you it seems it, but
I can't remember when I went to the dentist for the last.
alright. So I'm gonna have to make some couple big 2x4s. I'll use this one. These are smaller ones. I'm going to need some longer ones, so I'll have to get another long board. Oh, I'm back. Sorry it took so long. I was out looking for a piece of wood that would be long enough to make studs for that front wall. Chris Clark, we need more thumbs up. Hey, thanks Chris. Yeah, thumbs up everyone if you don't mind. It would be greatly appreciated. Looks like we got 4 people watching. One of them's me. It's a lunch break, so in the middle of the day, so there's probably not going to be as many people watching at this point. I didn't want to say Emma. I wanted to say Ellie or something, but I wasn't quite. Oh yeah, no worries. Emma, yep.
Wait, Daddy, are you saying my name?
Yeah, you can go to the other camera and chat.
You're saying my name?
I did say your name.
Oh.
If you step back a little bit, you can see them and say hi.
Like right here, Dad.
Yeah.
I'm usually second.
Yeah, if you go out there now.
So like right here is where she could stand.
Well, I tried to get her to say hi, but...
Who?
So I'm just going to head out and go find... I need to find a couple more... I need to find 3 more studs that are going to be long enough. And I'll... you guys want... Hey, Kyle, come here. You can stand here in the camera and chat. Take my phone, you can read the comments. Chat with them while I'm working.
Well, I can't be in the sun,
Oh,
though.
then go inside and use the other camera.
Why can't you be in the sun?
Because then I'm not going to be able to see the chat.
No, face this way, Kyle. Because the sun's right above you.
Yeah, I'm going to go in here. Guys.
Where's Dad?
You want to say hello?
Where's Daddy go?
Hello, viewers.
Well, Emma is one of them. Because I heard my name and I'm thinking it's a viewer.
No. They want you to say hi.
What?
I'm just Ronald McDonald.
You are. You're Ronald McDonald.
God, Emma.
From the wrestling show, remember?
No. He's from McDonald's.
Ronald MOG?
No, Ronald Poopy Head.
Which is you.
That must be you. What? What? What?
Don't do that, Emma.
Baby.
So guys, I will chat with you.
Baby, a baby doll.
Oh,
I couldn't see. You moved the light too quickly. I can't read it. I can't read it.
It takes you 2 hours to read that.
That's it. Give me the phone.
You're probably gonna break it.
That's alright, I'll pay for it.
Oh yeah, if you break it, you buy it.
No, I don't. This.
Remember when she broke Dad's computer?
I never broke this computer. You thought I did, but I didn't.
Yeah, on Monday you did.
No, I didn't. You thought I did, but I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he had to bring it somewhere to fix.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He had to bring it 0 places.
Yeah, that's because he fixed it himself.
So wait, what is this gonna be, Dad?
An outhouse.
An outhouse.
Oh, an outhouse?
Woo! Outhouse.
Yeah, well, I put it on, I put it on the light. Put it on the light.
Wait, where's Dad? Oh, he's right there. There.
Alright, I gotta go back. Alright.
Well, we did though, so.
Well, it's warm up there.
Yeah, it is.
So I kind of jumped the gun getting on here to do another part of the build. But at least I got to come on and chat. Because I got about 10 minutes before I got to be back to work, my day job. But I need 4 long studs for the front wall. And I only have 1 or 2 that are long enough, so I'm gonna have to grab a couple of boards that I have out sitting by the mill that are kind of covered in mold and bugs, so I'm letting them sit out in the sun right now. Probably gonna go ahead and spray it with some Timbor and let them sit out in the sun for a bit, and which is basically a bug killer for wood boring bugs. So I'm going to spray that on there, let it sit out in the sun, and then tonight I'll come out and I'll probably pull my saw out there in order to cut them, because I don't know that I want to bring the wood in here with molded bugs on it. But once I get the build done, that wood will sit outside in the sun while I'm building it and dry out, and that should clear everything up once I put it together. But it's an outhouse and you want a rustic build, so that'll work. I do have some pine here in the garage, but it's dry and bug free, so this will be better for projects that I can do indoors, which is why I'm not using this wood just yet.
Yeah, because the other stuff's gonna have bugs in it and stuff.
Let's see. You can't say poopy head on YouTube. Who said poopy head? Are you gonna test it out before letting the customer know it's done? Not the hole will be put in by the owner. Yeah. Basically building the whole stall. Yep. Yep. Yeah, keep the footage so you can see what he's doing. Yeah. Yeah. I might have to integrate some of that into some videos. I'm sure he did some interesting things while I wasn't looking. What do you think? So I get about like 5 minutes, 10 minutes before I get to be back on a call for work. So what I'll probably do is cut the top up the top there. I'll cut the top plate and the header board for the front door. So I at least have those. Then I can cut this board to length for at least one of the studs. Then later today I'll go grab those other boards. Tonight I'll probably come on and do another stream. And 4-inch nails like the serial killer. I'll have to check that out. Then I'll come on tonight on another stream and continue on the build. Hopefully these live streams aren't too boring. I know they're unedited and kind of unplanned, off the cuff. So I don't know what you guys think of kind of off the cuff live videos, but this is what I'm doing, just so at least people can see what I got going on. And then at some point I'll edit this video and make a build project out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and probably just cut this board and the top plate. And I'll try to find a board I can use for the header up top. And then I'm going to have to head back into work. So I will do that, and I'll be back in just a minute to check in. What's up?
Oh, yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you sweep and scoop this up with that broom and snow shovel? The deck brush. There you go.
Okay, I'll do the dust.
Thanks, Ryan.
Ryan, Dad, what if you had that metal hard enough? Could you just hit it with this and it would fall off?
I had the metal what?
If you
Hot
had
enough? Is that what you said?
if you had that hard enough, could you hit it and make it so it fell off? Like just hit it?
I suppose so.
Like get that metal
Not gonna try
hard
it,
enough. Get the metal hard enough and just go bam and fall off.
Figure that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna run that far. Alright.
Oh, I'm like, what?
Let's go right here.
Things right here. So you guys can see me. There.
Dust fan time.
Seriously, Ryan? Come
Go play some rope. Come on, do the dust fan tile. It's kind of like, I doubt it can't see, but it's kind of won't do the dust fan.
Alright. He doesn't. Never mind, I'll show you how to do it where you don't need another person.
I don't know where the dustbin is.
It's a shovel.
I could do it, it's just gonna be.
Why don't you just tell them to use the shovel instead of being complicated and difficult?
This is what
Because you're a teenager.
that's what I was talking about. I thought he heard you say, use the dust pan.
Sounds like you didn't. Not too big a deal, is it? Yeah.
Well, he could have told me.
You could have just said shovel.
Oh, there's no dust out here.
I didn't say. I don't know where the
I'm
dustbin
walking away.
is.
No!
Bring it back to you.
No, push it.
Look at
That.
Oh,
That.
that
Yeah.
hurt. Just up against mine.
It should be like that.
Don't push hard.
Now slightly tilt it. Okay, up against your box.
Don't hit me in the face with that.
That. Okay, good.
Go on.
We love her. I like to dance.
see. Yeah, it's always entertaining, isn't it?
What's it?
Yeah, so I got one of the studs cut. I got the top plate, one of the top plates cut, and then I have a couple of boards here that I'm going to use for a header. I was going to use like a 2x6, but I think I'm just going to use 2x4s. The roof's going to be very small. It's not going to hold a lot of snow or weight, so it doesn't have to be all that rugged. So I think 2x4s will be fine. And I'm definitely going to go back and watch this. So yeah. Yeah. So I got this far anyway. I planned on trying to get a little bit more done during my lunch break, but that is what it is. At least we were, Kyle was entertained, and I have something to watch later. But I will be back on later, most likely. So I'm going to try to get some more work done on this later tonight. I'll come back out and grab those rough cut boards off of the mill, and we'll take it from there. But I appreciate anyone who jumped on here for the short period of time and watched me fumble around and watch the kids act goofy. And hopefully we'll see you all later. Have a good rest of your day. We'll talk to you soon.